We're live now, sir.
Yeah, Hari Om. Namaste to all. Prostrating at the lotus feet of Shrotriya Brahmanishta Sadguru Swami Virajeshwara Saraswati and the entire Guru Parampara on behalf of all of us. Today's discourse on this Viveka Chudamani will continue. Hari Om. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Sri Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakrutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranadosmiham Om Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwaraya Hari Om. Last time we had stopped at the shloka number 460 in this book. And as was told earlier, Acharya is dealing with the concept and the nature of the prarabdha from the empirical point of view, from the point of people, ajnanis like us, and the highest spiritual, transcendental point of view, paramartha point of view. What is this prarabdha? And ultimately, in the last discourse, that shloka, 3-line shloka, Acharya ultimately at the highest spiritual point of view, and he concludes with all logical step that ultimately from the point of a jnani, even there is no prarabdha for the body, because he never considers himself as a body at all, the physical body. There is no prarabdha for the body also. It's all a pure imagination by delusion, by the onlooker. People like us, when we look at the body, physical body of a jnani suffering, we think he is suffering. So from our standpoint of view, it appears by total imagination. It was last time told, Sarparajjunyaya. But from his standpoint of view, even for the body, there is no prarabdha, because body is a jada, inert, lifeless corpse. Once the pranasanchara goes out, along with the atma, the body is as inert as any other thing. It becomes insentient. So there is no prarabdha at all. So that was the highest level of the ultimate point in the discourse by Acharya, given here on the nature of prarabdha. Ajatasya kuto nashaha prarabdham asataha kutaha. Ultimately, he ends with that in that shloka. ನಿಜವಾದ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ, ಪಾರಮಾರ್ಥಿಕ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆತನ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು. ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮಂತ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ, ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ದಿವ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ರು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. Now, to conclude this point, Acharya finally takes up another long shloka. Before we go to the shloka, we have to remember why Acharya is now concluding this point on prarabdha by this shloka, because he knew people will ask questions will rise. ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೂ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಜನಗಳು ತಕ್ಷಣ ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಶಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೂರ್ಖರಾದಂಥ ನಮ್ಮಂತ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಶಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ? ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಅವರ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧದಿಂದಲೇ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಶರೀರ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸ್ಥೂಲ ಶರೀರ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಮನೋಬುದ್ಧಿ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತವಾದಂತಹ ಈ ಶರೀರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಣ ಇರೋವರೆಗೆ ಶರೀರ ಉಳಿಯತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು? ನಿಜವಾದ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ, ಉನ್ನತವಾದ ಪಾರಮಾರ್ಥಿಕ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೂ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಶ್ರುತಿಯೇ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇದೆ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಶಂಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ. Acharya knew that suddenly doubts will come in the minds of people like us, ajnanis. When Acharya said that even for the sharira, for the body, there is no prarabdha from the standpoint of a jnani, then we will ask suddenly, we will have a doubt. Immediately we get confused because the Shruti, Upanishads, declare that there is prarabdha. Upanishads say that there is prarabdha for the body, because the body is born out of prarabdha only to face the ups and downs in this birth. Body has to undergo all the effects of the karmas it did in the previous birth. So whatever karma phala it has to experience, that constitute the prarabdha. Shruti says like that. Upanishads say like that. Then how can Acharya say that there is no prarabdha for the body also, for the sthula body also, sthula sharira also, from the standpoint of a jnani? How can it be? So this doubt will come. This doubt will definitely come. People who are uttam adhikaris, madhyam adhikaris, who are in the spiritual sadhana, they will understand this very well. So to mitigate that doubt, to nullify the doubt, to satisfy that point in the mind, Acharya takes up the next shloka. Jnanena jnanakaryasya samolasya layo yadi tishtati ayam katham deha iti shankavato jadan pramadhatum bahya drishtya prarabdham vadati shrutihi natu dehadi satyatva bodhanaya vipashchitam. 4-line charana shloka. The first 2 lines. ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ? 461ನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕ. ಜ್ಞಾನೇನಾಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಸಮೋಲಸ್ಯ ಲಯೋ ಯದಿ ತಿಷ್ಠತಿ ಅಯಂ ಕಥಂ ದೇಹ ಇತಿ ಶಂಕಾವತೋ ಜಡಾನ್. ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್: ಶಂಕಾವತೋ ಜಡಾನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಡಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಂದಿರದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ನರಲ್ಲದಂತಹ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರು, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು, ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥವರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ. ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರು. ನಮ್ಮಂಥವರನ್ನ ಕುರಿತು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಜಡಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರೇ ಒಂದು ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸಂದೇಹವನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಜ್ಞಾನೇನ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಸಮೂಲಸ್ಯ ಲಯೋ ಯದಿ ತಿಷ್ಠತಿ ಅಯಂ ಕಥಂ ದೇಹ ಇತಿ ಶಂಕಾವತೋ ಜಡಾನ್. ಶಂಕಾವತ್ ಜಡಾನ್. ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು? ಸಮೂಲಾಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ನಾಶಪಡಿಸಿ, ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರವನ್ನ ನಾಶಪಡಿಸಿ, ಅಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಾಶಪಡಿಸಿ, ಜ್ಞಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮರಣ ಬರೋ ತನಕ ಈ ಶರೀರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಜ್ಞಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಶರೀರ ಉಳಿಯೋದು ಹೇಗೆ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಶಂಕೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಗೊಂದಲದ ಮನಸ್ಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮಂತವರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತಿಷ್ಠತ ಅಯಂ ಕಥಂ ದೇಹ ಇತಿ ಶಂಕಾವತೋ ಜಡನ್ ಅಯಂ ದೇಹ ತಿಷ್ಠತಿ ಕಥಂ. ಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದ ಸಮೂಲಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕಾರ್ಯ ನಾಶ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ದೇಹ ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಂತಿದೆ? ಮರಣ ಬರೋವರೆಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಚಲಿಸುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ದೇಹ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇಹ ನಿಂತಿರೋದು ಹೇಗೆ? ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಮುಂದಿನ 2 ಚರಣ ಮುಂದಿನ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು? ಸಮಾಧಾತುಂ ಬಾಹ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧಂ ವದತಿ ಶ್ರುತಿ. ಬಾಹ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟ್ಯಾ ಸಮಾಧಾತುಂ ಜಡಾನ್ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧಂ ವದತಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಂಥ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳ ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ, ಈ ಶಂಕೆಗೆ ಉತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಪಡಿಸುವ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ, ಕೇವಲ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕ ಸತ್ಯದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ, ಬಾಹ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ, ವ್ಯವಹಾರದ ಜೀವನದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ, ಈ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕ ಸತ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧವನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಪ್ಪ, ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇದೆ, ಮರಣ ಬರೋವರೆಗೆ ದೇಹ ನಿಲ್ಲಲೇಬೇಕು, ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧವನ್ನ ಅನುಭವಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಚರಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು, ನತು ದೇಹಾದಿ ಸತ್ಯತ್ವ ಬೋಧನಾಯ ವಿಪಶ್ಚಿತಾಂ. ಆದರೆ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳ ತೃಪ್ತಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ, ಬಾಹ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ, ಲೋಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೇ ಹೊರತು, ಈ ಮಾತು ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಶ್ರುತಿಯ ಮಾತು ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಜ್ಞಾನಾವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ತಲುಪಿದ ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಶ್ರುತಿ ವಚನ ಅನ್ವಯಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಖಡಾಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ನತು ದೇಹಾದಿ ಸತ್ಯತ್ವ ಬೋಧನಾಯ ವಿಪಶ್ಚಿತಾಂ. ವಿಪಶ್ಚಿತಾಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಿ. So in this shloka, Acharya is taking up the same question, same doubt which we have. He starts, Jnanena jnana karyasya samolasya layo yadi. In case, yadi. Yes, in case. Jnanena ajnana karyasya samolasya layaha yadi. If the ajnana, the science, ignorance, primordial ignorance, moola ajnana, moola vidya, the ajnana, ignorance that I am the body, I am this body mind complex, with the mind and ego identifying with the body. This is there persisting from thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of previous births. So this moola ajnana, if it is destroyed completely by the dawn of jnana, then if there is no prarabdha for the body also, as you say, how this body, this physical body, this sharira will sustain itself and stay alive till the death devours? The moment the jnana is dawned, the body should also go away. How the body will sustain? So after the attainment, after the enlightenment, how the jnanis will survive? See, they move in the world, they behave, they talk like us, they interact, they do all the karmas and their body also suffers. How is it possible? Tishtati ayam katham deha iti shankavato jadan. So when such questions are there in the minds of jadan, keyword, Acharya is referring the word jadan to ajnanis. Ajnanis. Because we still think that we are the body. We identify ourselves with our body, physical body, with the body-mind complex. I am so and so. The ego is there. Status is there. I always remember my status, my name, and my nature. All the attributes of my body. I identify with the body. Sharira Abhimana. So with the body, always I am having the Tadatmya Bhava. So how this body will survive? If the ajnana is removed by the dawn of the jnana, if there is no prarabdha, then how the body will survive? How the body will face the of jnanis? We see them living and they are suffering till the time of the death. So this question. So to remove this question, this doubt, Acharya continues next two lines. Samadhatum bahya drushtya prarabdham vadati shrutihi natu dehadi satyatva bodhanaya vipashchitam. So from the empirical point of view, from Vyavaharika point of view, Samadhatum bahya drushtya. So outwardly to satisfy the minds of ajnanis, minds of the mudhamatis, about how the body will survive, how the body will live and do karmas till the death. To remove such doubt, Samadhatum bahya drushtya prarabdham vadati shrutihi. So Shruti, the Upanishad, explains about the prarabdha in order to remove the doubt from the empirical point of view, from the Vyavaharika Satta point of view, from the Bahya Drushti, means empirical point of view, to remove the doubt in the minds of ajnanis. Shruti tells about the prarabdha for the body. Even for a jnani, the sharira is there. As long as sharira is there, the sharira will undergo prarabdha, its own ups and downs. Samadhatum bahya drushtya prarabdham vadati shrutihi natu dehadi satyatva bodhanaya vipashchitam. Vipashchitam, jnanis, realized ones, Mahatmas. Natu dehadi satyatva bodhanaya vipashchitam. So the Shruti Upanishad talking about prarabdha is not meant for jnanis. This Upanishad Vachana declaration is meant to satisfy people like us ajnanis. It is not there for the jnanis to declare that the body is also real. Physical body is also real. So the Upanishad doesn't declare the reality of the physical body as far as jnanis are concerned. It is only meant for us to satisfy our doubt. So the import of Shruti actually relates to transcendental only. That is the Paramarthika, highest spiritual truth. In the highest sense, the Shruti declares. Now, Sri Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswamigal, while giving extensive bhashya on this shloka, now he takes up at the highest level detailed explanation, giving the explanation first about the points raised by the Tarkikas. He explains about the theory of Tarka, Tarkika theory, And then to counter it, he takes up the information given by Sri Vidyaranya Swami, Sri Vidyaranya Muni, the 12th Jagat Guru of Sringeri Peetham, who wrote Panchadashi, the famous Vedantic Prakarana Grantha, by the end of 13th century. Now, Mahaswami quotes extensively from the Panchadashi written by Vidyaranya Swami in the Chitradeepa Prakarana. The details on this, all the details are not required here. It is very extensive, highest level of exposition, erudite exposition of scholarly nature of Mahaswami, Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswami. And then Mahaswami comes back to the final point. We will touch upon the final point, what Mahaswami says here. Mahaswami says that, yes, the Shruti says that there is prarabdha, it accepts. Now, the Shruti, the Upanishad Vachana mentioned here, in the sense indicated by Acharya Shankara Bhagavatpada, is actually the Shruti Mahavakya from Chandogya Upanishad. The Chandogya Upanishad says, Tasyada Tavadeva Chiram Yavanna Vimokshe. That is the Mahavakya Vachana. Tasya Tavadeva Chiram Yavanna Vimokshe. That means the Upanishad Chandogya says that there is delay only so long as he is not delivered out from the body. That means there is a delay so long as the body, the physical body, along with the mind-buddhi complex, the physical body of a jnani survives till death. There is a delay. So long as, that is why he is not delivered from the body. Then after the Videha Mukti, after the body goes away, body is cast off of a jnani, he totally becomes one with Parabrahman. He is already realized, but as since he is living in the body, there is a delay till the Videha Mukti. That is the meaning, ultimate meaning of the Chandogya Upanishad, which says, Mahavachana, Tasya Tavadeva Chiram Yavanna Vimokshye. So that is a Shruti import. So there, Shruti is implying prarabdha for the body by implication. This is what Mahaswami says. Now, this import of the Shruti is to satisfy people like Ajnanis when we develop a doubt. This Shruti purport is not meant for a Jnani himself. He is beyond that. Whatever Shruti says about prarabdha here, it is meant to satisfy our own query, curiosity. How the body of a jnani survives once a jnana dawns in. That means there should be prarabdha. Shruti says, yes, till the death of the body, there is prarabdha. So to satisfy us, the Shruti says, this is not meant for a jnani. That's what Acharya says ultimately here. Mahaswami says, Nato sat dehadi satyatva bodhanaya vipaschita. So Mahaswami, Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswami continues and says, so please remember, from our point of view, empirical point of view, Shruti says that there is prarabdha for the body, not from the point of a jnani. He is beyond body-mind consciousness. He is beyond Sharira Bhava. He always revels in Brahmananda, Nijananda. He is intoxicated with the bliss of Jivan Mukti, bliss of Paramananda. So he never considers any more that he is the body. He never considers himself that he is suffering, because never he identifies with the body. Body is sentient, jada. So finally, Mahaswami, Chandrasekhar Bharatiya Mahaswami, in his bhashya, explanation on this shloka, he says finally, so it is possible to predicate the survival of the body for some time till the death occurs. In case of Jnani also, it is possible to predicate the survival, continuation of the physical body till the death occurs, which is the effect of the Ajnana operating from hundreds and hundreds of previous births, time immemorial. Since this Ajnana was there from eons, from previous so many crores of births, even though the Ajnana is destroyed, the ignorance, primordial ignorance is destroyed by Jnana automatically, because it was so powerful, continued for thousands and thousands of previous births. Hence, the effect of that is there on the body, so the body still survives and appears to undergo the prarabdha, ups and downs, pains and pleasures from the onlooker point of view. So we look at a Mahatman, a Jnani, a realized soul, a Siddha Purusha, as suffering in his old age or whatever it is. We observe that he is suffering from some pain. We observe that his body has become too weak, unable to sit and walk, bedridden, and there is a disease. And we see him suffering, and ultimately he will collapse. In our sense, he will die. So all these things we are imagining or we are seeing because the projection is there in front of us. So from our point of view, the prarabdha is there. So Mahaswami says, yes, it is possible to predicate, since thousands of previous birth, Ajnana was there. Even after the removal of Ajnana, destruction of Ajnana by the dawn of Jnana, the body will continue. That is what Shruti means by prarabdha. For a Jnani, even for a Jnani, the prarabdha will continue for the body. It can be, I don't know how best this can be understood. All that comes to my mind is a very simple example. Very simple example. So we are referring case of Ajnani. Of course, in case of Ajnanis, naturally we identify with our body and we suffer mentally, psychologically, emotionally. We always suffer and suffer and suffer due to the unbearable pains in life, due to agony, due to diseases and old age problems, etc., etc. No doubt about it. But when we look at a wheel, a round wheel, say for example, cycle wheel, when we turn the wheel for some time, with the hand or whatever it is, when we allow the wheel to rotate forcibly, it starts rotating. And once we stop using our force, suddenly the wheel will not stop. If I take away my hand after making the wheel to revolve and take away my hand, the wheel rotation will still continue without my intervention. And finally, it slows down, and finally it will stop. Rotation will stop. Common sense. So even if I stop rotating the wheel, the rotation by its own force, earlier force, which I applied, will continue to rotate. Chakravanna, kayinda ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿದಾಗ ಚಕ್ರ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕೈ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಚಕ್ರ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರೋವರೆಗೂ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಚಕ್ರದ ಸುತ್ತುವಿಕೆ ನಿಂತು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is what it means here. And Acharya says, that's why yatah shruteraviprayah paramarthaika gochara. Yatah shruteraviprayah paramarthaika gochara. Finally he says like that. So this is the import of the highest jnana. From the transcendental point of view, we have to remember that there is no prarabdha at all. That is the highest jnana. And Mahaswami also gives the same import in his bhashyam on this shloka. Mahaswami concludes on the lines of Acharya. So from the highest standpoint of view of spirituality, from the highest transcendental standpoint, from the standpoint of a jnani, a mahatman, who has realized and who always identifies sarvada with Brahman, with Paramatman, with Ishvara. Now the Vedanta says, Mahaswami writes here, the Vedanta ultimately says the highest paramarthic truth. The Vedanta declares the highest transcendental truth in the following lines. So the highest transcendental truth is at the level dawn of the jnana, when the enlightenment occurs, when the realization really occurs, and like a flash by the grace of Ishvara, Sadguru. What happens? At that moment onwards, irrespective of the physical body surviving or not for some time, so in case of a jnani, in case of a mahatman, what happens? Ultimately, they have realized the true nature. So the Vedanta declares, really speaking, the whole world is illusion, mithya. There is only one vastu, sadvastu all the time. So Vedanta continues that in the real sense, na nirodho chana utpatti na baddho na sadakaha mumukshurvai na vai na mumukshur na vai muktaha ityesha paramarthataha. Vedanta concludes the highest truth, paramarthic truth like this. Vedanta says, na nirodho na chotpattihi, na nirodha na cha utpattihi, na baddha na sadakaha, na mumukshuhu na vai muktaha iti esha paramarthataha. In the highest analysis, neither there is birth, nor there is death, neither there is appearance, nor there is disappearance, neither there is srishti, nor there is destruction. Neither anybody is bound, nor anybody is striving to come out of the bondage. Neither anybody is mumukshu, nor anybody is mukta himself. Neither anyone is trying to be realized, to become realized, nor there is a mukta, a realized one. Ityesha paramarthataha. This is the highest truth of paramartha. This is what Vedanta says. Mahaswami ends like that as an explanation to the shloka. So here, one thing we can remember, one of the famous Shruti Vachanas used in Mandukya Karika, Bhashya, on Mandukya Upanishad by Acharya Shankara, while explaining the Karikas of his Paramaguru Gaudapadacharya, there is one highest line of Shruti Upanishad Vachana is there in Mandukya Karika. Maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. The simplest statement, easy to understand, but difficult to comprehend. Easy to understand, but difficult to really experience firsthand. Maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Idam dvaitam maya matram. So the whole phenomenal world, what we are living in, all these activities, the entire Brahmanda, the whole Srishti, the entire creation, living, non-living, interaction, birth, death, suffering, pain, pleasure, prarabdha, all these things, nothing but imagination out of Maya, projection out of Maya. It is projected by the Maya Shakti, the whole world. So in reality, it is nothing but mithya. It is only imagination. Like the snake imagined in the rope by delusion. We thought it was a snake. Our eyes deceived because of the dim light and the distance. The piece of rope on the road in the dim light, in the darkness, with a low insufficient light, it appeared like a snake by delusion, by manobhranti. Like that, whole creation appears to be real, appears to be real in empirical sense. This is what Acharya calls Vyavaharika Satya. It appears real, yes, appears real. So this duality, plurality appears to be real, real and real. You are different, I am different, he is different, she is different, they are different. All animals are different, all plants are different, all living organisms are different, planets and the stars are different, the solar systems are different, galaxies are different, the whole universe. So everything appears different by the great potency called Maya Shakti. So Acharya there uses that. Maya matram idam dvaitam. So idam dvaitam is due to Maya. This duality, plural appearance, this diversity, difference is all due to Maya. Advaitam paramarthataha. Whereas non-dual state, Advaita Sthiti, is purely transcendental. It is purely personal, direct experience, at the highest level experience, Advaita Siddhi. That happens by the grace of Lord himself or Sadguru himself. So till the attainment of Jnana, Advaitic Jnana, till the attainment of Advaita Siddhi, everything appears to be dual. That is what it says in Mandukya Karika, Maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. So with these points, Acharya concludes and culminates the points on prarabdha. See, all these days, after he explained about Atma Darshana and the nature of Atma Jnana and the purport of Atma Jnana, self-realization, and nature of a Jivan Mukta, attributes of a Jivan Mukta, lakshanas of a Jivan Mukta. Now he came down to prarabdha. What is prarabdha? What it means? And from the point of a jnani, what is prarabdha? From the point of a ajnani, what is prarabdha? For us, yes, it is there. We believe in that because we are experiencing. We experience the pains and pleasures, the sorrows and griefs and sufferings and enjoyment. Personally, we experience as given out, doled out by our prarabdha. Yes. So all these things he explained, and he culminated this set of shlokas and prarabdha like this. And next set of shlokas, short set of shlokas, to reinforce Advaita Siddhi, that non-dual experience. Now, he once again takes up the issue of Dvaita, Dvaita Nishedha, that is negation of duality. Dvaita Nishedha means negation. ಮುಂದಿನ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ ನಂತರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಈಗ ದ್ವೈತ ನಿಷೇಧದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪಾರಮಾರ್ಥಿಕ ಸತ್ಯ ಅದ್ವೈತವೇ ಸತ್ಯ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸತ್ಯಂ ಜಗನ್ಮಿಥ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ದ್ವೈತ, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ದ್ವೈತ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ, ದ್ವೈತ ಭಾವ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಷೇಧ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವೇದಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೈತ ಇರೋವರೆಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಮುಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗೋಚರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ನಿರ್ವಿಕಾರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ನಿರ್ಗುಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ಆಕಾರವಿಲ್ಲದ, ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷ, ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪ, ನಿರ್ಗುಣ, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮದ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲವೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಆ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ತತ್ವ, ಆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ತತ್ವ, ಆ ಪರಾವರ ತತ್ವ, ಆ ಪರತತ್ವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಮುಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೈತವನ್ನ ನಿಷೇಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣಮನಾದ್ಯಂತಂ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಂ ಅವಿಕ್ರಿಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಶ್ಲೋಕ: ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಅನಾದ್ಯಂತಂ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಂ ಅವಿಕ್ರಿಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಚರಣದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು, ಶಂಕರ ಭಗವತ್ಪಾದರು, ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂತಹ ಬೃಹದಾರಣ್ಯಕ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಮಂತ್ರವನ್ನ ಉಚ್ಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಕಿಂಚನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವಾದರೂ, ಎಳ್ಳಷ್ಟಾದರೂ, ನ ಇಹ ನಾನಾ ಅಸ್ತಿ. ಈ ಪರತತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ, ಈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ತತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗೋಚರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿಗೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಿಲುಗದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪರತತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಳ್ಳಷ್ಟು ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲ, ದ್ವೈತವಿಲ್ಲ, ದ್ವೈತವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇರೋದು ಒಂದೇ ವಸ್ತು, ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಖಂಡವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದೇ ಆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ವಸ್ತುವಿನಿಂದ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆತ್ಯಂತಿಕ ಪ್ರಳಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಲೈವ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಹೊಂದದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ವಸ್ತು, ಸದ್ವಸ್ತು, ಪರತತ್ವ, ಪರಾವರ ತತ್ವ, ಪರಮ ಚೈತನ್ಯ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ತತ್ವ, ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ತತ್ವ, ನಿರ್ಗುಣ ತತ್ವ, ನಿರ್ಗುಣ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಹೀಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶ್ಲೋಕದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೃಹದಾರಣ್ಯಕ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಿನ ಆ ಮೂಲ ಮಹಾವಾಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವೂ ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಳ್ಳಷ್ಟೂ ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಅನಾದ್ಯಂತಂ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಂ ಅವಿಕ್ರಿಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. This is the Shruti Vachana from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In the next few sets of shlokas, Acharya ends all the shlokas with the same Upanishad Vachana from Brihadaranyaka. Neha nanasti kinchana, keywords. Na iha nana asti kinchana. Kinchana. Whatsoever there is no duality in this paravastu, in this parabrahmavastu. Whatsoever you think there is no duality, no plurality, no differences. No differences. It is not manifold, it is only one. Parabrahmavastu is only one, Satvastu is only one. There is no manifold differences here. No plurality whatsoever. So that is a point. forcibly the Upanishad says, Neha nanasti kinchan. Na iha nana asti kinchan. So that point Acharya takes up here. And with the help of that, Shruti Vachana, he explains for our benefit, people like us, the nature of that Paratattva or Parabrahma Tattva, which cannot be explained. Only Acharya can do. Now we cannot explain. What is this Ishvara, Nirguna Brahma? What is this Nirakara Tattva? What is this faceless, attributeless? What is that? See, our mind and buddhi cannot touch, cannot. We cannot understand. We cannot explain. Only Acharya can explain. Now he says, Paripurnam anadyantam aprameyam avikrayam ekamevadvayam brahma nehananasti kinchana. ಈ ಪರವಸ್ತು ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಆದಿ ಅಂತ್ಯಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಪ್ರಮಾಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೋಚರವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಕಾರವಲ್ಲದ್ದು, ಸಜಾತಿಯ ಭೇದ ಇಲ್ಲದ್ದು, ವಿಜಾತಿಯ ಭೇದ ಇಲ್ಲದ್ದು, ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ನಾನಾತ್ವ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ ವಸ್ತು, ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥ, ದಿಸ್ ಪರಾವರ ಪರತತ್ವ, ದಿಸ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಮ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್, whatever names we use, it is one without second. It is full, paripurnam, anadyantam. It is neither with beginning nor with the end. Neither it is born nor it is going to die. It is always aja and amara, aprameyam. It is beyond your any proofs. Aprameyam. It itself is a big pramana. So there can be no other pramanas, no other proof to say about this. Avikriyam, it is motionless. It is avikriyam. It is without any differences, without any different parts. Ekameva, advayam. It is only one. Advayam, no second. Nehananasti kinch. There is absolutely whatsoever no duality here in this Brahman. That is a point Acharya says. All short slokas. Sadganam chitganam nityam anandaganam akriyam ekamevadvayam brahma nehananasti kinchana. Next sloka. Sadganam chitganam nityam anandaganam akriyam ekamevadvayam brahma nehananasti kinchana. ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಶಿಷ್ಯ, ಇದು ಸತ್ ಶರೀರವಾಗಿದೆ, ಸದ್ಘನವಾಗಿದೆ, ಚಿತ್ ಶರೀರವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿದ್ಘನವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಆನಂದ ಘನಂ, ನಿತ್ಯವು ಆನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪವೇ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಕ್ರಿಯಂ, ಇದು ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಏಕ ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ವಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನಾತ್ವ ಭೇದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಚೂರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್, there is no duality. It is the nature of existence. Sadgana, Chidganam, it is the nature of jnana itself, knowledge. Nityam Anandaganam, it is the nature of pure eternal bliss. It is the ocean of bliss. It is the nature of bliss. It itself is Brahmananda, Nijananda, Paramananda. Nityam Anandaganam, Akriyam. It is without any motion, without any karma, without any activity. It is always inactive, blissful, and ekameva advayam. Brahma, nehananasti kinchana. So it is only one without second. There is no plurality, no differences whatsoever. It is not manifold, it is always one. Next, Acharya, next shloka, same thing, explains about Parabrahma Vastu. Pratyegarasam purnam anantam sarvato mukham ekamevadvayam brahma nehananasti kinchana. ಪ್ರತ್ಯಗೇಕರಸಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಅನಂತಂ ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖಂ. ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು, ಈ ಪರಮ ಚೈತನ್ಯ, ಈ ಪರಾವರ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಮರಸವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ಮನಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇದು ಅನಂತವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅನಂತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನಂತವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗೂ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿದೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿದೆ, ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹರಡಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಇದು ಏಕವೂ ಅದ್ವಯವೂ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು. ನ ಇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವೂ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಸೇಸ್ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಗೇಕರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಅನಂತಂ ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೋಲ್, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್, ಪೂರ್ಣ, full. It is not empty, it is endless, it's facing everywhere. Means sarvatomukha means it has got faces everywhere, it looks at every direction. Symbolically it means it is there everywhere. The entire thing, the whole universe is nothing but Brahman. It is a base, it is a substratum without which the universe cannot exist, without which creation cannot sustain. So it is a sustainer, it is a base, it is substratum, it is the real kutastha. Ekamevadvayam brahma neha nanasti. It is non-dual. There is no difference here, no dvaita here, no duality at all. ಅಹೇಯಂ ಅನುಪಾದೇಯಂ ಅನಾಧೇಯಂ ಅನಾಶ್ರಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಅಹೇಯಂ ಅನುಪಾದೇಯಂ ಅನಾಧೇಯಂ ಅನಾಶ್ರಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಅಹೇಯಂ ಮತ್ತು ಅನುಪಾದೇಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈನಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತಾನೇ ತಾನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ತುಂಬಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಡೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತೂ ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಒಳಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹೊರಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಧೇಯವಾಗ್ಲಿ ಆಧಾರವಾಗ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅನಾಧೇಯಂ ಅನಾಶ್ರಯಂ. ಆಧೇಯ ಮತ್ತು ಆಧಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತುವಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಆಧಾರವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಧಾರ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಧೇಯ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಈ ಭೂಮಿ ನಮಗೆ ಆಧಾರ, ನಾವು ಆಧೇಯ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಅದು ಆಧೇಯವೂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಧಾರವೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ ತಾನೇ ತಾನಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮೂಲ ಆಧಾರ. ಅನಾಶ್ರಯಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. So what Acharya says here, aheyam anupadeyam anadheyam anashrayam ekamevadvayam brahma neha nanasti kinchana. See, this Parabrahma vastu, Parama Chaitanya, this Nirguna Brahma, this Brahma Padartha, this Paramatma vastu, you cannot discard it. You cannot throw it away, nor you can accept it whenever you want. So neither you can accept it, nor you can discard it. Aheyam anupadeyam. Because it is beyond your reach. You cannot control it, it will control you. So it cannot be discarded, nor it can be accepted, nor it is resting on anything, or nor having any support by itself. Neither it is resting on something, nor it is having any support. Na adharam, na adheyam. Ekamevatvayam brahmaneha nanasti kincha. So it is only one, plenary, without second. There is no duality. No duality here. It is not manifold. It is only one vastu. There is only one. Ekam satyam. Ekamevadvitiyam. One without the second. Ekamevadvitiyam Acharya is using here. Ekamevadvayam Brahma. Both are same. Nirgunam nishkalam sokshmam nirvikalpam niranjanam ekamevadvayam brahma neha nanasti kinchana. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ನಿರ್ಗುಣವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗುಣ ವಿಶೇಷಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಷ್ಕಲವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಿಷ್ಕಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವೋ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪವೋ ನಿರಂಜನವೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಂ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪಂ ನಿರಂಜನಂ. ನಿರಂಜನ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಆವರಣದಿಂದ ಕೂಡದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂಜನದಿಂದ ಕೂಡದೇ ಇರೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಿದ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರತಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿರಂಜನ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರ್ಗುಣವಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿಷ್ಕಲವಾಗಿದೆ, ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಾತಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪವಾಗಿದೆ, ನಿರಂಜನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ವೈತ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ದ್ವೈತ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೈತವಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನಾತ್ವವಿಲ್ಲ, ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಇಸ್ ನಿರ್ಗುಣ. Nirgunam nishkalam sokshmam nirvikalpam niranjanam. It is without any qualities, subtle, totally subtlest, without any parts. It is taintless. It is not covered by anything, ajnana, anything. It is pure and taintless. Niranjanam, pure and taintless, without any parts. Sukshmam, subtlest. Ekamevadvitiyam, ekamevadvayam brahma neha nanasti kincha. ಅನಿರೂಪೈ ಸ್ವರೂಪಂ ಯನ್ಮನೋ ವಾಚಾಮಗೋಚರಂ ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನೇಹ ನಾನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ. ಅನಿರೂಪ್ಯ ಸ್ವರೂಪಂ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯತ್ ಮನೋವಾಚಾಮಗೋಚರಂ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೂ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೂ ನಿಲುಕದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾತುಗಳಿಂದ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಹ ವಸ್ತು ಏಕಮೇವಾದ್ವಯಂ, ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ ವಸ್ತು. Neha nanasti. So it is uncomprehensible. Its nature cannot be understood. Totally incomprehensible, undescribable. It is beyond the speech and mind or buddhi. Vachama gocharam. Mano vachama gocharam. Beyond the mind means buddhi, intellect, and beyond vacha, speech. Neither you can explain what is this Brahma Vastu, nor the mind can comprehend, nor buddhi can understand. So it is beyond our intellect, beyond the mind, beyond our speech. Mano vachama gocharam, Acharya calls it. The Shruti Vachana is there. Famous one Mahavakya is there. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. The words, the speech cannot reach Parabrahma Vastu. The mind cannot reach Parabrahma Vastu. Same point Acharya says here. Yat mano vachama gocharam. Sat samruddham swatas siddham shuddham buddham anidrusham ekamevadvayam brahma neha nanasti kinchana. Sat Samruddham Swata Siddham Shuddham Buddham Anidrusham Ekamevadvayam Brahma Neha Nanasti Kinchana. Brahmavo, ಈ ವಸ್ತು, ಈ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಸತ್ಸ್ವರೂಪವಾಗಿದೆ, ಸಮೃದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ವತಃ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ, ತಾನೇ ತಾನಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸ್ವತಃ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ, ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನರೂಪವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಸದೃಶವಾಗಿದೆ, ಏಕವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದ್ವಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಸ್ತುವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನಾತ್ವ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ ವಸ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸತ್ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಂ ಸ್ವತಃ ಸಿದ್ಧಂ ಶುದ್ಧಂ ಬುದ್ಧಂ ಅನೀದೃಶಂ. So this Parabrahma Vastu, Parama Chaitanya, is of plenary existence. It is infinitely blissful. It is self-subsistent. It is purest of the pure. It is the nature of Jnana itself. Buddham Anidrusham. There is no comparison. It itself is a Jnana. And itself is only one. There is no duality. There is no second. It is only one all the time. Such is the nature of Parabrahma Vastu, and there is no plural effects here. There is no manifold things here. There is no Dvaita here. There is no duality here. There is only one Sadvastu called Parabrahma Vastu, Paramatma Vastu. That is Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvishesha, Niranjana, Nishkala, Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Atma. So this Parabrahma Vastu is nothing but the Atma Swarupa. The same thing is in the form of Pratyagatma is inside the Jivi, inside the living organism, in the cave of the heart. The same Atma is nothing but Paramatma. So there is no difference, no duality. Both are one and the same ultimately. So he ends up, Acharya, with these shlokas, the nature of Parabrahma Vastu, and negates duality here. So we are stopping by the grace of God. Shloka number 469 with Guru Sankalpa here. 469, negation of duality. Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Hari Om Tat.
Very on that, sir. Beautiful exposition, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om.